What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Let's Play for Marvel Heroes 2015. I'm Greg Miller alongside David Brevik, CEO, Gazillion, the man who made this whole game. Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you so much for coming by. Of course, David, you were just on Up at Noon yesterday. You came in talking about Marvel Heroes 2015, telling me how it's so much better than the original Marvel Heroes. Now you're going to show me why.
Yeah, all
right.
Show
me some of the characters. You added
Sounds
these
good.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
We did. We just added some of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Rocket Raccoon has been in there
from the get-go.
Since launch.
Right.
But we just added Star-Lord, and then we added team-ups of Gamora and Drax. And so here's somebody playing Star-Lord right over there. That's one of the...
Go team up with him. Tell him you're in a movie with him. Tell him he's famous on IGN.
So maybe we'll go... We have a lot of characters now. This is my personal account, but there's 30-something characters to choose from at this point, and you can earn them all by playing the game. So it is free to play. You never have to pay a dime.
Right. You're talking about this on Up at Noon, right? That in the beginning you had to find the characters as you went. Now you can actually earn in-game currency and buy the ones you want.
Exactly.
You can buy them with real money too.
You can, but you can if you don't want to pay money. You don't have to.
Sure.
So there's a bunch of different modes in the game. You can play through the storyline, which a lot of people do the first time that they play the game. But there are other ways other things you do, other activities. And so I think I'm going to go right now into one of my favorite activities to do, which is called the Midtown Manhattan, and we'll the Midtown Manhattan Patrol right here. And we'll go in here, and I'll show off a little bit of Rocket. Rocket is one of my favorite characters. He's 60 on this count. He's one that I play the most.
Now, what you're talking about I thought was interesting, right, is that he's been around from the get-go. There's Groot. That's all he says. But you just tweaked him, right? Like, in terms of the game.
We did. We just tweaked him. We added a whole bunch of stuff to him, and one of the processes that we did is when we came out, the characters only had skills to level 30, and so we've gone back, and the level cap is 60, so we've gone back and we've filled them out with skills up to level 52, which changes a lot. They added a whole bunch of new features. We revamped them, and we've done this with probably half of the characters or 2/3 of the characters that we started out with last year. All new characters that we come out with already have the skills up to 52.
Sure.
But the old ones don't. So this Midtown is just like something's going on all the time. You can wander around. Events happen. Like here.
Jeez, that's a Sentinel.
Sentinel will come in or whatever, and you gotta. Oh, he just froze me. And you gotta fight him. There'll be other people in town, kind of doing their thing. Rocket digging, then here's a bunch of robots and whatnot. There'll be other people, and they'll just kind of team up with you. And there was Beta Ray Bill. Did you see Beta Ray Bill come in?
I saw there,
yeah. He's my current team up that I have right now with me. So there, as you can see on the ground, you see that Eternity Splinter that fell there on the ground. Now this is the free-to-play currency that you can get to buy heroes. So you have to collect. You can get a random one for about 175 splinters, and the other heroes start at about 200 splinters.
Gotcha.
And so we just revamped him. He got a whole bunch of new things, but one of the coolest things that he got was that his ultimate power has been updated, and I'll show that off. He gets a mech. Oh, here's somebody playing as Phoenix. You can see, and somebody else playing Miss Marvel right there.
Yeah.
And so those are just people kind of wandering around. Oh, there is a new event that just occurred. That's a supervillain alert. Some of the bosses have spawned, so we'll run over there. And in fact, then I will show off. We'll get over to the bosses, and we're going to fly over there. And
when you talk about the splinters and adding that in, was that from you talked on Up at Noon about listening to your community? Is that something they wanted that they were talking about?
Yeah, exactly. We had several stories about what was happening there. It was things like there's Doctor Strange.
Elektra is way
people were getting basically there were 2 or 3 different scenarios of happening.
Yeah.
Either you're the luckiest person in the universe, you played 50 hours and you got 6 drops, and it was I love this game or whatever. But even then, you may not be satisfied because the 6 drops weren't necessarily the person that you wanted.
Right,
It's that was kind of... I'm happy that I got 6 drops, but come on, where's Spider-Man? That's really who I want to play. Or you were the unlucky guy who played 200 hours and didn't get a single one. So so it wasn't really fair, and we felt this was a much better system.
Sure.
And so we're really happy with it, and we had a lot of positive response to it. right, so like I said, he just got revamped, and one of his coolest skills here, we'll bring it in right now, is his new mech. There we go, and he's coming in, and I'm just going to light up the boss here with my dash. I've got a jump, and I've got my rockets.
Because you're a raccoon.
Yeah, well, exactly. So there we go. This was actually from the comics. He went to go fight Thanos, and he had this mech that he helped fight while he was in the mechs or whatever. So good fun. That's something that lasts just for a little while, and then you get a cooldown on that skill. You can come back and use it again later in the future.
So is it hard to get work done on the game, like the actual game mechanics, because you also then have to go read the comics and figure out what cool thing you want to pull in from? Oh, well, this one time, Raccoon fought Thanos, and he had this cool mech. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is a little bit difficult, but it is not. But it's fun. So I just got an invitation to join a party, which I'll join, and we'll see see what happens here.
Are these kids freaking out because they know you think?
Maybe. I don't know if they're freaking out, but they may know me.
I'm freaking out to have you in the room, let alone be playing on your team. So now, you were talking earlier too. You stream a lot, right?
I do. Yeah. If you follow me on Twitter at David Brevik, then you'll see that I stream a lot. I stream probably 3 or 4 nights a week, and I invite people into the party and answer questions and et cetera, et cetera. I play with my wife, and we use her Twitch account to, and it's the two of us. She's the play-by-play. I'm the color.
Nice.
And it works out really well.
That's really cool.
It's a lot of fun.
It's heartwarming, actually. You and your wife.
It is. It's fun. One of the reasons I married her is because she's a huge gamer. So as you can see, Rocket is pretty fun. Lots of stuff that you can do. There's I've got Groot. He kind of tanks. I stand back. I shoot. I've got a bunch
he's your
of
partner. You're saying, right? He's your
exactly.
duos?
And I've got a bunch of different weapons I can shoot. Here's one of my new little minigun things that I can. It's got high DPS, high rate of fire. That's a lot of fun. We've got this BFG. This has been in the game for a while, but it's just kind of a hose of death, which is. I really appreciate. But as you can see, this Midtown is a mode that never stops. It's constantly going. There's little events going on all the time. There's people kind of doing their own thing.
Is this a great place to come and level grind?
It is. It is a good place to do a whole bunch of stuff. There's also, one of the features that we have is that when you're here, you can do something called, if you're above level 20, you can do legendary quests. And the legendary quests will send you all over the game and do stuff, and you'll use these things. They'll earn Odin marks, which allow you to buy special equipment. But there'll be lots of legendary quests to do here in Midtown, so you can kind of double up the amount of. You get big experience bonuses for finishing those. We also have the shared daily quests. These are shared amongst everybody on the server every day. There are different events you can do. One that's based on terminals, one that's in Midtown, and one that can be in either Holosim or X Defense, which is another endgame mode. So you can work together to complete those in a group.
Nice.
So we have not just a Rocket, but we also have other characters as well. We can head back to town here. I can
get to safety and show me.
Yeah,
Don't die.
Exactly.
Don't risk too much here.
It's always a risk in this game. There's something going on all the time. There goes Squirrel Girl. We just improved Squirrel Girl a little bit. She had turned out that she can release hundreds of squirrels, and it turned out that there we see Invisible Woman go by.
Yeah.
And there's Silver Surfer. She had each one of those squirrels was a fully lit, fully skeleton, fully everything kind of,
Gotcha.
full
Maybe
character.
Bit too much for the
a little bit too much for the squirrel that's on the second, on the screen for about a half a second.
Right.
And oh, wow, we were getting surprised comments that people's computers were slowing down when they're playing Squirrel Girl. So we couldn't imagine why. So anyway, that's been fixed in the latest patch, which is helpful. So. Like I said, we have a whole bunch of new characters. We just put in the Guardians. We got Star-Lord. I actually have him. I got to leave the party here. Forgot that I was in one.
You just ruined these people's lives. They're so excited. You broke their hearts.
And here comes Star-Lord in his movie costume. He's looking good there.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a lot of fun to play. He's got a great dash, one of the best dashes in the game. It's a lot of fun. And then we have all of your regular favorites that you would like. We even have some quote-unquote bad guys with Loki, and we also have Taskmaster in the game.
Oh, cool.
Somebody you can play with. And one of the characters we showed off there, Mr. Fantastic, is also one of the characters we showed off.
His trailer debuted on Up and No big deal, everybody.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You can go find it. go.ign.com/UpandDoonEps, EPS.
Like I said, it's free to play. There's
Yep.
lots to it. There's story modes, end game modes. We just put in raids. There's PvP. There's just about anything that you want to do in the game.
Well, great. Ladies and gentlemen, Marvel Heroes 2015 is out right now. You can just click off this video and go download it and then be playing it. It's
You
that
can.
simple. You can be there right now.
You can either play on the PC or Mac.
Yeah, not consoles yet, though. You're thinking about it. One day. I'm selling it hard. I was pushing it hard on Up and Noon. I'm not going to stop now. I think you should look into these consoles.
I heard they're going to be something.
And the Vita. Look into that. That's going to be something. Ladies and gentlemen, for everything about Marvel Heroes 2015 and every cool superhero game, keep it here on IGN.